All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with Ryan Tannehill and the visiting Miami Dolphins. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Let's go!
Now movement already, so a flag down here on our very first play. So that'll back him up 5. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
53, Linda! 29, Alpha, Blue 20, again!
Shotgun now for Brady. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And down he'll go at the 25. He'll get 11 yards back on the scramble as it brings up 2nd down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Keep your poise! 20, 380!
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Brady. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Clay! 4 down, check! Clay!
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
On 1st down, Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenny Stills, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point.
Nice touchdown, baby. Keep working.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Brady now to throw. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Finding room to the 20. Over the middle, complete. It's Drake. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
30. Go. Zero.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Hey, 20. Hip. Line 36. Hey, 20.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Set. Ready. Hey, 20. Go.
Draw play. Tannehill gives to Drake. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be fourth down. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And now out come the Patriots. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Check 26. 3-3. Wait 20. Wait 20. Let's go. Have it. Tom. 53. Mike 53. Wait again.
On second down, here's Brady. Drops it off for Coleman. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Watch that in. Regular. Wait 20. Go. Green 80. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Ricky.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Edelman's first catch, and it's good for a first down. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time, he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
They go play action here on first down. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Brady now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10.
Wait 20.
Throwing on first down is Brady. The throw left side complete to Hogan. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. First and 10 right at the 20.
Wait 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Fights through him. The throw to the left side caught by Coleman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. They'll toss it to Coleman. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Brady. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. It's a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Tannehill on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. It's complete to Parker, left side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Brady to throw on second down. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey. 4 down.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. Needed more than 3, but that's all they got. And it's 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
On 1st down, Tannehill. Throw left side complete. It's Drake. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. It's caught outright, Amendola. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, 20. 20. Zebra. Tiger.
Now Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Tannehill now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Drake off the give from Tannehill. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this.
Hip. Tight left. Hey, boys, got 4. Hey, 20. 20. Lady. Zebra.
Here's Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Amendola, the intended receiver, 3rd down here. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Back to throw, Tannehill. It's caught, Stills, right side. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. 20.
Brady now on first down. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
To throw on second down, Brady. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he goes out right around the 39. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Brady now. 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Now Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Wake in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, that's the second time they've gotten to Brady, and you've got to do it a variety of ways. You want your regular pressure. Sometimes you have to bring extra. But in this case, they got to him, and that just doesn't happen very often.
It's a rarity. He's just such a veteran. His pocket presence so good. But, hey, tip of the cap to the D. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
We got 4.
From the gun, it's Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And right side caught Hogan. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now they're not close to the 1st down.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's the... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
4 down.
Throwing again. Brady. Throwing left side. He's got Gronk. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
So now here come the Dolphins. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his second touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. Here's Brady. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Adrian Claiborne, the one who makes the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go. Hey, 20. Hey, guys, check that. 20. Hip. Hold this.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Hey, boys, got four down. Right 20. Look out.
This is Coleman. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Right. Here we go. Eyes up.
On second down, here's Brady. He'll get it outside to Gronkowski. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
White 20.
To throw, it's Brady. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Alert! Alert! 3 20! Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Better bring it. Better bring it. Let you know. Clay!
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Mike 52. Hip. The ball. Go. Zero. Kill. Turn up.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This is taken at the 10. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll roll him out right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
To the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. 29. Alpha. 4 down.
To throw again. Brady. And Gronkowski's got it. Complete over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. New England on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
We got 4. Go! Come.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Brady to throw on second down. And he fires one incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
On third down, that's Coleman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch right. Watch right. Here we go. Go, go, go. 53's the mark.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down, they hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Coleman now. And he's got some space here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Key 26. Down. Ready?
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty, it helps a little, but they'll still have to navigate a 3rd and 9 now.
4 down. Alert. Down. Check. Right,
Now Brady. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. A big spot now for Stephen Gostkowski. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this one?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On first down, Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there, and that'll bring up second down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. The Dolphins on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Go. Hip.
Tannehill on first down. He goes underneath to Drake. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Go. Zebra. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Again, Tannehill. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Strong right.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Amendola catching it left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
He wasn't ready.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, 20, 20, 20, 20. 4 down, check.
Tannehill hands to Drake. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. To throw is Tannehill, letting one go deep for the end. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th.
There we go, there we go, there we go. That's a touchdown, that's it. There you go.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Tannehill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And now running right through him. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch tight. Tight is right.
From the gun, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver.
Get set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Right back to Drake. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
4 down. Hip. 36 to Mike.
On the toss play, this is Drake. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 6 yards there to bring up 4th.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere, forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Tom! Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Goes underneath here to White. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Brady to throw. Dance into his leg. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Tom! Check 53. Tom! Yeah! Go!
Back to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
3 down. Wait, 20. Hey, Alabama. Wait, 20. Alabama. We need hit. Hey, Mike 52.
Now Brady got to have this one. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
We got three, fellas. We can hunt.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Dolphins on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
We got three down. Set, round 80. 45. Mike, 45. All day. Ready, hunt.
Now a handoff for Drake. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game.